everybody, and welcome to the David Christopher's channel. I'm Jen.
I'm David.
And we are here today to bring you a new theme, and this is a brand new theme this year that David has designed and put together the products for called...
This is our Winter Glam Theme.
Tell us about the Winter Glam theme.
So Winter Glam is really lots of blacks and whites and crystal, but instead of being more farmhouse and whimsical, Winter Glam is a little more high-end and elegant. It's got a lot of metallic colors, a lot of silvers, crystals, and things like that, and then we do a more whimsical version of that on the other side of the tree.
Yes, so this is the tree. Tell them what kind of tree this is.
This is a 7.5 foot medium flocked tree. This is one of my favorite trees. It's the exact same style as our grand spruce tree, so it's got lots of gaps in the branches for you to hang nice large ornaments, but this is a flocked version. So this is 7.5. I think this one comes in 7.5 and 10 foot. But this is 7.5. We just put it up on a little, like a 20-inch base.
Quick announcement before we get started. I always try to let you know that you can find everything you see in this video at davidchristopher's.com. And if you check the description box, there will be a link to this entire collection and to each item that we use, so you know exactly what to order when you get ready to do your tree. Also, there's always the disclaimer. You don't have to put as much product on your tree as we put on our tree, because we're a store and we're trying to display as many things as possible. So it's totally okay to go lighter, to start small. And we have a lot of customers who buy a little this year, a little next year, a little the next year, and they keep building on the theme until they get the tree to look the way that they want it to. So don't be overwhelmed and thinking, I could never afford all of that product. You don't have to. You can start small and do it incrementally and build your way up.
Like Jen said, we are a store, so we are going to do some things over the top. So you may not have wallpapered your
Yes.
walls with sequin changing fabric, but we did. So that's what Jen's trying to say, is we're going to do some
Yes.
crazy stuff. I mean, you may want to
Do it.
wallpaper your walls with sequin,
You should do
with
it.
black, silver, sequin changing fabric. It's a good idea. Okay, so we're going to start off with our black manzanita branches that have silver glitter mixed on them. And I know that doesn't make a whole lot of sense right now, but hopefully it will in the end.
My antlers.
I'm sure everyone will like my new ladder.
It does not look safe at all.
It's newish to this, well, no, I think it was probably last century.
Remember last video we talked about Minnie Pearl? This ladder looks as old as Minnie Pearl.
Yeah, that's probably true. That's an accurate statement. Jen did show me who Minnie Pearl was.
Yes, I showed him who Minnie Pearl. I showed him a picture, and he was like, "No, I do not know her. I've not seen her." So
I know who Minnie Mouse is. Does that count?
Minnie Mouse.
Yeah.
Doesn't count.
Now we're going to add our 10-inch faux mercury. These are plastic, but they look like they're mercury glass. So they do let some of the light come through because it's actually a translucent plastic that has that silver finish mixed into it. Next, we're going to start with these very small 8-inch balls. I know they seem very small, but that's one thing I really love about this tree, is that even these 10-inch ornaments really fit well inside the tree. So the further I get, the smaller the ornament, usually the further out from the tree I go. The bigger the ornament, usually the closer into the tree I get the ornament. Now we're going to do this even smaller 6-inch size.
So we're getting our store ready for open house.
Hopefully.
Yes. Our open house is November 1st through the 7th. And so we're going to have all of these themes set up in the store with backdrops, and you're getting a sneak peek. So last week we did Nutcracker Suite. This week is Winter Glam. I think next week is what?
Everything else.
Everything else. We're running out of time. So we're trying to get everything put together. Jacob and Paige have been working really hard behind the scenes with the props, and it's going to be amazing when we actually get to film a store tour and show you all what we have going on back here when it's finished. This is something David has wanted to do for years. As far as we've always had the themes set up, but we haven't really had props, I guess you would say, and scenes built around them.
Backgrounds.
Yeah, he just never has the time. I mean, when you're running a small business, you have so many pulls on yourself, and it's like every day you're just trying to get done what has to be done, putting out fires and things like that. So we're super grateful for Paige and Jacob to be able to work behind the scenes, and also Amanda has been a huge help. She's one of our designers who's working to set the store up and make it look wonderful as well. So it's definitely a team sport that we have going on here. There are no solo parts. We all work together.
Now that I have my majority faux mercury glass silver ornaments in, I'm going to start adding some other colors and textures. Like this is a mercury ball, but it has mirror and ice on it. And I've got this finial that's silver mercury with the ice on top of it. And I've got this kind of a white painted version that's got the silver rubbed off on it. And I've got some just plain silver balls that we're going to add in. Now we're going to start reinforcing some of that black in our tree with these geometric ornaments that have the black glitter lines on the silver mercury. We have a few different styles of that geometric, but you can see these are kind of see-through. And then we also have some black ornaments. This is black felt with white glitter diagonal stripes on it. I'm going to add those in. I have these platinum colors, almost completely silver, but it's just a little bit different. And we're going to start using some of the stems now. This is our crystal glam poinsettia because it has all the iced crystal on the outside of some of the leaves and the metallic, and then some of the acrylic in the center, and that really nice platinum colored metallic And these are going to be great in the tree just to give it a little bit more of some of that silver and crystal. Sticking with our platinum color, we've got these beautiful iced crystal platinum berries, and these are a really large berry, so they're going to work well in our tree with all the balls and the holly and the magnolia and the poinsettias. Now we're going to start using our crystal drop branch. And this has lots and lots of different kinds of crystals and kind of prism shapes. And this is a black branch with silver glitter, so it matches our manzanita, and it's going to work really well in there. We also have this in a light gold champagne kind of color that we'll use in a different tree later.
These are very fancy.
They are.
Elegant.
These are great if you really want that dripping with ornaments effect.
Mm-hmm. It covers a lot of space with one stem. And these are new this year, right?
Yeah. Well, we had a version. This is a new version.
Remember, everything that we sell is handmade in our factories, which amazes me. We don't own the factories, but the factories that we use.
Not ours.
No, they're not ours. But just to think that someone tied each of these on, and David's actually visited the factories and met some really lovely people there. They feed him very well when he goes to the factories.
Will not let you stop eating.
Yes.
But just keep, I'm raised Southern, so we were raised to clean our plate. And so you get small portions if you're going to clean your plate, and then they put more on your plate. And I'm like, well, now I have to eat it. And that's a never-ending cycle, so don't do that.
You have to gently say, but he will try anything that they put on his plate when he goes. So he's very adventurous when it comes to food and trying new things, and likes most of the things that he's tried, from what I hear.
Yeah, I think the only thing I really did not care for there was jellyfish. Eating the jellyfish, not a fan.
No jellyfish?
No jellyfish.
I see. They eat a lot of family-style meals there, and a lot of the people that work there will get to sit down and they will have like a walk of food sometimes.
Yeah.
Like they will serve lunch at the factories.
A lot of the factories have a cafeteria, and we just go eat kind of in the cafeteria, or they bring it into a different area, the sample area, the sample department, and we'll eat what the factory workers are eating, which is usually really good.
Yeah.
Some of the factories even have their own gardens that they grow to feed everybody. It's like farm to table. It's a popular thing there too.
I remember you telling me that, the farm to table thing.
So let's say that you want the crystal branch, but you don't want it in black or in gold. We also have a smaller version in a metallic silver. Easy to use. Just find a pine branch and push it in, let them hang. So now that we've got so much silver and white on the tree's already white, I'm going to add some more ornaments that have black glitter on them, because we need that really bold, dark color mixed into our tree.
And And earlier we told you about our open house November 1st through the 7th, and that is not only for people that are local that can come and shop with us, who we're always excited to see. It's one of the fun things about being a small business is you get to know your customers and the people that shop with you locally, but also we've gotten to know a lot of you out there, and you can participate in our open house online because we will have all of the same deals going on online that we have in the store. Right, David?
I think so.
You think so? So everything should be very similar. There may be a few differences in the things that we offer online versus in store depending on the product and what it is, but it's always such a fun time. We offer some free gifts that will ship with your purchase if you spend a certain dollar amount, and it's going to be amazing. So November 1st through the 7th is when we have, I would say, our biggest sales basically of the year.
Yeah.
Is during open house. So it's a great time to shop. The only thing about waiting until open house is that things can sometimes sell out.
We're going to be sold out of a lot of stuff.
Yeah. So if you really have your heart set on something in particular, I can't really tell you to wait because it may not be here November 1st through the 7th, and it might be. So not trying to play any kind of weird mind game with you. It's just that we're selling things so quickly online that it's just the best to not wait if there's something you just have to have. If there's some things you would like, that'd be nice to have, then go ahead and wait till open house. But otherwise, I would say get those things in your cart now, get checked out so that you can get in, be first in line for some of the products that we have.
So we're at the final countdown now. We have about a dozen of these icicles that we're going to hang, and we're going to do that by hanging some of them really far out from the tree, like on our manzanita branches. One of the reasons that we added those to our tree is so that we can hang these icicles really far out from the tree and get more of that dripping effect. We just want everything looking like it's frozen and really falling off the tree.
The icicles make me think about February of this year when we got snowed in, which usually doesn't happen in Alabama, especially for a week. Was it a week that we were home?
It was several days. It was many more days than usual.
And we live, I would say, out in a rural area where we have some, we call it the woods.
We live in the sticks.
We live in the sticks. And so we have some wooded area around us and some land, and we took our boys out because there's a creek on it, a small creek, and we took the boys out that way. And I'm going to pop up a picture and show you some of the icicles that we saw in February. These things were massive, and our kids, to us anyway, and our kids really thought they were cool and were breaking them off and using them like, you know, as swords and such. And it was just a great memory that we made that week during the ice storm. Because we get more, would you say we get more ice than snow typically?
I don't know if it's more, it's just usually if there's ice, you are at home. If there's a little bit of snow, you just go to work anyway.
Yeah. So I'm curious, tell us where you live, what state you live in, and how much snow / ice that you typically get in the colder months, because that would be interesting to know. Because in Alabama, we might go a couple of years and not have any ice or snow, and then we have a major storm, I guess they would call it.
We sled once a decade.
Yes. And I think I even made mention in our coffee time video, my sledding accident. I was okay, and David the other day, he was like, maybe that's what's wrong with your back. And I didn't think about it. Maybe I should pop that video up. It will make my mom really upset, though, if she sees that video, because David was actually videoing me coming down the hill, and I hit a tree with my neck, and it was by the grace of God that I did not break my neck. And
It'll make all our YouTube moms really upset.
Yeah, all of my YouTube moms would be really upset at me. Because you already get really upset about David's ladder safety, which he's stubborn. He's not going to change, unfortunately. But probably not. But yeah, I may put it on there just so you know. It's been a little time has passed. I'm okay, kind of.
We think.
We think, but it could have been what started my back issue. Who knows? Because I hit the tree really hard. But I do have a bulging disc in my back. I don't know that I have shared this, but I have a bulging disc in my back. I have some bulging disc in my neck. That could have definitely come from the tree accident. Here we are working through it every day. Getting better every day. I'm claiming my healing.
They say what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, so we should be getting really strong. For everybody that didn't think that I could decorate a tree and leave part of the tree showing, I can. This is a white tree, so it doesn't bother me as much, but I can do that for other trees as well. So we really hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, subscribe, because that helps us put more videos out, and I don't know why, but it does. I'm just supposed to tell you to subscribe, or comment, or like, or tweet, or what, all of those things. I don't really know what they are.